Neuschwanstein Castle is a 19th-century historicist palace on a rugged hill above the village of Hohenschwangau near Füssen in southwest Bavaria, Germany. The palace was commissioned by King Ludwig II of Bavaria as a retreat and in honor of Richard Wagner. Ludwig chose to pay for the palace out of his personal fortune, and by means of extensive borrowing, rather than Bavarian public funds. Construction began in 1869, but was never fully completed. The castle was intended as a private residence for the king, until he died in 1886. It was opened to the public shortly after his death. Since then more than 61 million people have visited Neuschwanstein Castle. More than 1.3 million people visit annually, with as many as 6,000 per day in the summer. The municipality of Schwangau lies at an elevation of 800 meters, 2,620 feet, at the southwest border of the German state of Bavaria. Its surroundings are characterized by the transition between the Alpine foothills in the south, toward the nearby Austrian border, and a hilly landscape in the north that appears flat by comparison. Neuschwanstein embodies both the contemporaneous architectural fashion known as Castle Romanticism, and King Ludwig II's enthusiasm for the operas of Richard Wagner. In the 19th century, many castles were constructed or reconstructed, often with significant changes to make them more picturesque. Palace building projects similar to Neuschwanstein had been undertaken earlier in several of the German states and included Hohenschwangau Castle, Liechtenstein Castle, Hohenzollern Castle, and numerous buildings on the River Rhine such as Stolzenfels Castle. The inspiration for the construction of Neuschwanstein came from two journeys that Ludwig took in 1867, one in May to the reconstructed Wartburg near Eisenach, another in July to the Château de Pierrefonds, which Eugène Villalet-le-Duc was transforming from a ruined castle into a historic palace. In February 1868, Ludwig's grandfather King Ludwig I died, freeing the considerable sums that were previously spent on the abdicated king's appanage. This allowed Ludwig II to start the architectural project of building a private refuge in the familiar landscape far from the capital Munich, so that he could live out his idea of the Middle Ages.